guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And first of all, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I cannot believe 10,000 people subscribe to my channel. That just seems so surreal to me, and thank you so much for your support, for all your lovely comments, and yeah, I love you guys so much. I can't thank you enough for following along on my little journey here. So today I just wanted to sit down and casually talk with you guys about something that I've been thinking about lately. I've been seeing a lot of comments lately of people asking either why I'm saving money or that they think saving money is just like, I don't know, not a good idea, or that people that save money are cheap or don't enjoy their lives. Some people were saying if you just focus on saving money, then your life is going to be really boring if all you do is work and save your money and don't do anything. And I feel like definitely I need to address this with you guys. Saving money does not make you boring. It does not make you cheap. It does not mean that you're not enjoying your life and living in the moment. It really doesn't. And I think it's very important for everybody to save money, especially young people who are just starting out, because having that buffer, that safety net, is so critical to just a happy and healthy future. And like I said, there are a lot of arguments that people who are not saving money will try to tell you that you're doing something wrong for saving, like you're not living in the moment and tomorrow isn't promised. But in reality, tomorrow is promised for most of us, so it is better to prepare for it. So first of all, if you are saving money, do not let anybody make you feel bad for saving money. You are not doing anything wrong. I think that is a very wise thing to do, and yeah. Let me get into the top reasons why I think you need to be saving. First of all, if you have a savings account, even if it only has $500 in it, you will find that having that account will make your life a lot less stressful. So as you may have noticed in life, often things go wrong. Things break down, things don't work, things need to be replaced, and this costs money. So if you do not have any, it can be highly stressful because all of a sudden a flat tire turns into a big drama and it's very stressful, and you open a credit card at the tire store to pay for it and things like that, you know? And that is just not a good, healthy way to live your life, because that means every small thing that happens, and they will happen, I promise you, they will happen. It will become a very stressful situation, and really just having a bit of money can make it very much easier to deal with those types of things. So let's stick with the car, scenario. Imagine you have $0 in your bank account and you get a flat tire or your battery dies, It's a big hassle because you have to phone some people up to help get your car to the tire store. You don't have money, you have to put it on a credit card, or you have to open a credit card at the tire place, and then when it's replaced and repaired, you can't even breathe because the bill will still come later on and you're gonna have to deal with it. And maybe you can't even pay it off in 1 month. It drags out months over months. And suddenly this $100, $200 car repair turns into a big thing that really weighs you down. So just having that small amount of money can make your life so much easier. Imagine your car breaks down, or you get a flat tire like we were saying, and you have a couple thousand extra dollars in the bank account, or even a couple hundred extra dollars in your bank account. No big deal. It is just so much easier. You can phone somebody up, phone AAA, they'll come, take care of it. You go to the tire store, you get a new tire, you pay with cash, and it's done. There is no continuation of the stress. It's just fixed and you can move on with your life. And I keep bringing up the car repairs because these are things that have happened to my husband and I a lot. We have replaced maybe 3 flat tires, a couple dead batteries, and it's just never a big deal to us anymore. We have our savings account, we expect these things to happen, and when they do, it's like, okay, we know exactly what to do and we can afford it, and it just makes life so much easier. So if you have a savings account, you will certainly find that the number of emergencies that happen in your life will just dramatically decrease. I can say this is 100% true for me personally. When my husband and I first got married and moved to the US, and we didn't have a savings account at all, really, we were just kind of working and paying bills, and we didn't really focus on saving. Every time something would happen, it would be a little bit dramatic, and usually I would cry and we would fight and there would be some sort of argument. Even if it's nothing big, it's just that tension in the house when something goes wrong and it's going to cost money to fix it. It can be very stressful when you cannot afford it, and you guys know how it is. A lot of the times these expenses, they don't cost more than a couple $100s, but when you have nothing, that feels like the end of the world. And you know what? I don't miss that feeling. I am so happy that now when things go wrong, we can afford to replace them and move on with our life and not let it ruin my mood, my day, or anything like that. And honestly, you guys are probably thinking, well, Sarah, I just don't have the extra money. I can't have that kind of a luxury. I promise you, anybody can do this. We started saving money. We were on one income because my husband was not allowed to work legally because he did not have his residence permit sorted in the United States, and I was working as a waitress. So that was our situation, and we made it out, and we saved our little butts off, and anyone can do it. You do not need a high-paying job. You do not need to be married and have 2 incomes. Absolutely anybody can save. You just need to make it a priority, and you can live a much more comfortable lifestyle, I promise you, and it is not that hard. And another reason to save, obviously it is no surprise that many marriages and relationships end due to turmoil in the relationship over money problems. I'm not sure about the statistic on this, but I know it is the reason for most divorces or, relationships ending is over money problems and money fights. So having an emergency fund, I don't care how small it is, you need a buffer in your life because it's going to make your relationships and everything function much more smooth. You will not need to argue every time something goes wrong because, like I said, things will go wrong. Dave Ramsey likes to say, it is going to rain, I promise, and you're going to need an umbrella. So having that savings account, it's an umbrella, it's a buffer, whatever you want to call it, it makes your life a lot easier. And yeah, you guys, I don't even know if I'm coming across how passionate I am about this, but it is so important, and I can't emphasize enough how much your life will change when you just focus and get that savings account together, because then your life is just so much less stressful. And you guys, I don't handle stress well. I don't like to feel like I'm under pressure or under stress. So for me, having that buffer in our life, it alleviates like 90% of all stresses that come into our life. We can just take care of them with one phone call or check or whatever needs to be done, and you just get it done. And you'll also see when you start to save money, it changes your mindset. You can start to think more future oriented, because as you see the money starting to save up, you'll say, hey, what can we do with this? We are starting to really get good at this savings thing. Let's start investing. Let's build a business. Maybe I can afford to quit my job. So the more that you save, the more light you will feel, and the more clearer you can start to think. Clearer? You'll start to think more clearly when you're not always focused on just how you're going to pay bills, how you're going to cover emergencies. When that is taken care of, your mindset will completely change, and you can start to think about bigger and more important and more meaningful things than how to deal with the next fire and putting it out. And just, because nobody wants to live from fire to fire. And when you do not have a savings account, it's easy to live like that. It's easy to live from one bill to the next bill, or from one emergency to the next emergency. So if you take some time to save, to build it up, you guys, it can change everything for you. It can change your mindset. I know certainly for us, as soon as we had the money situation in control, we could think about so many things that you cannot think about if you're in the grind of paying bills and paying for emergencies and things like that. So it just changes your whole mindset, and you can think more future oriented, dreaming and planning and executing things to improve your future of yourself and your family, and hopefully for the next generations, and leaving like a legacy and all that kind of amazing stuff. And I also feel like it's very important that I let you guys know, again, if you are saving money, if you are making that a priority, do not let anybody around you try to convince you that you're doing the wrong thing. Don't let them tell you that you need to live in the moment, you need to be enjoying your life, because the reality is those short-term sacrifices, it can change the course of the rest of your life. Like I've said many times, for my husband and I, it was 3 years of sacrifice, but now we are set up, and for the rest of our life, we don't really have to worry because we've changed our mindset about money. We've, just learned so many skills while we were in that little grind period that we made it out to the other side, and we never have to do that again, and we never have to argue about money ever again. We don't have to stress when small things go wrong, and it's an amazing way to live. So please don't feel bad if you are saving and your friends are calling you cheap, and your family is telling you that you need to enjoy your life and go spend your money. Because, like I said, for most of us, the future is promised and we will get there, we will grow old, we will turn, we will see our next birthday, and it's important to be prepared for it. And for me personally, having a secure financial position with some buffer is what brings me a lot of peace in my life and allows me to be less stressed out and less anxious. And I know a lot of people feel the same way, so don't let anyone make you feel bad about what you're doing, because you're doing the right thing, I promise you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you're saving money, if you're changing your life, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye!